Dear class of Tafshin Ayin Tes, welcome. My name is Rabbi Avram Lubarsky. I'm the director of the Machal program here in Mechlala. It gives me great pleasure to introduce this series of shurim from our esteemed Mechanchim and Mechanchot. You will be able to hear much more from them in this coming year, both in the classroom setting and many other venues. This past Shabbos, my family and I had the pleasure of spending the last Shabbos with the Mechlala class of Tafshin Ayin Ches. In a couple of more hours, after I will have finished recording this video, I will join their Mesivat Siyum. And as I'm reflecting back on this past year and looking forward to the next year, a kind of Sof Ma'aseh B'Machshavat Tchila, I'm asking myself the following question. Why does a Machal student come to Mechlala? What is it she want to gain this coming year? Now I understand there's not one single answer, and certainly the answers are not unitary. Answers are numerous and complex. Nevertheless, I believe there's a certain common theme. I believe that a student comes here in order to learn a derech to Avodas Hashem, derech to Tefillah, a derech to Torah. And we know that in the Torah there are many different synonyms for the word road. There's the concept of derech, there's a concept of orach, and many others. I just want to take a couple of minutes to discuss three of the synonyms in Hebrew for the word road. We know the pasuk tells us, "B'chol derchecha de'ehu, v'hu yasher orchosecha." If you follow in all of his ways, he will straighten all of the paths. What's the difference between the word derech and the word orach? If you look at the Mefarshim, Malb, and many others, the word derech means a major highway. It leads in some basic general direction. An orach is a path that splinters off and leads you to somewhere much more specific. A person who starts out on the road to Avodas Hashem, they don't know how to apply anything to their lives yet because they don't know very much. So a person has to learn the derech of the Torah, the general direction. And then after a person has worked hard and has mastered the derech aspect, HaKadosh Baruch Hu gives siyata d'shmaya to learn the orach, the much more specific individual path that the person has to take. But then there's one more word that means road, and that is the word Mesilah, like Mesilat Yesharim. Mesilah is even smaller than orach. Mesilah indicates a very specific derech that a person has to take. Very often there are questions that are unique to the individuals, and they require very specific direction. A person who has mastered the main derech, the more specific orach, can now finally find their individual Mesilah. The Sefer Yismach Yisrael points out the word Mesilah does not just mean a small path, but rather it's a path that a person has to forge for herself. And Bezrat Hashem, this year, you will learn a lot about the derech of the Torah, the orach of the Torah, and the Mesilah of the Torah that is for each person individually. I know that I'm speaking for all of our staff when I say that we're all looking forward to meeting you in the next few months, and we're looking forward to a year full of growth.